Hello, welcome. Hello. Hi. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Hello. Adjusting the music here. Okay. Hi. Hi. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. We're working on traditional art today. Hello. Welcome. Welcome in. So we have, thank you for liking the live. Dreamy, hello. Hello. Okay, so we're working on a new drawing today. This is Frieren to celebrate the new anime right now that just started for, well, the new season, season 2. Thank you for liking the live. Okay, so I'm working on this new drawing. Okay, so we're gonna be filling in shadows. I have her face pretty much down. I'm gonna be using an HB and 4B pencil to fill in the shadows for her. I have my sharpener, and I also have my kneaded eraser in case I need to erase any of my mistakes, which I'm hoping I don't have to. Okay. Hi. Welcome. This is a very late tonight stream today. I hope you don't mind. I was hoping to go live. I was hoping to go live earlier today, but I hadn't finished sketching her out, so we're gonna go ahead and fill in her shadow now. Himed. Oh, I love Himed. He would be so fun to draw. I really like his character design. He's a very pretty character, so I would be very excited to draw him. Are you guys watching Frieren? Is it worth the 28 episodes? Yeah. I actually don't think it is too long of an anime. I think it's, some people say it's pretty slow, but I don't think so. I think it's pretty well paced. Okay, sorry, I'm multi-streaming. I'm gonna try to figure out how I can read YouTube chat at the same time. So before we start, let me try to figure that out. Okay. I don't think anybody has chatted. Usually I haven't been getting many viewers on YouTube anyway. Okay. All right, so we're gonna start. I have my reference photo up here. You watched the first episode and it didn't really catch you with the time skips. Oh, really? Yeah, sometimes time skips aren't the most fun to watch. It can be hard to kind of keep track of what's going on. Not for everybody. I'm not trying to say that like it's hard to keep up with the story, but for some people it can feel some people can feel disconnected to it, and I completely understand why, because it's kind of like you want to be able to grow with the characters and experience life with them in a way. So I can understand why that can get like a little bit of annoying. I won't read your chats, come to TikTok so it's easier for me. Exactly. Exactly. Wow, we got 12 people actually. Whoa, hello. Welcome. Welcome to the chat. Shake. Thank you. I'm glad. Okay. Awesome. I'm glad. So I'll try to keep up with both chats. I'm trying to figure out a way to read both of them. We'll figure it out somehow. I'll try to look every once in a while and try to like, because I try to have like a second monitor up and it's just not working for me. So, okay. Where is my reference photo? Okay. So I do have my reference photo up, but I don't want to be looking at it too much. So We're gonna go in and start putting in the shadows. It's just an issue with TikTok. We're having issues with TikTok. I think just as a whole, the platform is just I think we're just having issues. I think it's for multiple creators. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start from left hand corner and move my way down. Hi. What is Inumaki doing here? Tuna. Yeah, turnip head, you noticed. Hello, welcome. Okay. Hi. Okay, so I don't even know what I was talking about right now. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start filling in the shadow. This is typically what I do before I do like any kanji on top or spill art, or what I've also been doing is what else have I been doing? Oh, I with my recent it's not that recent anymore, but my akaza drawing, akaza half hakuji, that one was a snowflake design. So I'm trying to branch out and try different kinds of designs for my traditional art, because every once in a while I like to change up what I do with my traditional art, just so that people can like stay engaged, because sometimes it's hard to keep up with attention spans these days. I think I might pull up my other reference photo. You can't see it, it's out of screen or out of shot, just because I don't really think that's important to show. Okay, but anyways, let me know how you guys are doing. To those watching, I would love to know what you're up to. You wish you could draw half that beautifully. I'm sure you can. Talent, thank you. Texas Speech, Alexa play Welcome to the Jungle. Okay, all right. Let me know if you guys are watching the new season of Frieren. It's currently one of my favorite shows. When the first season came out, I was very, very pleased with like how the story went. I thought I would be bored, but it's actually very very interesting and intriguing. I like the pacing of it. I'm one of those people that kind of likes those like slice of life kind of shows and storylines, so I personally am a huge fan. I don't know if other people are. Have you ever thought of making manga? If so, what kind of genre will it be? You know, I would love to. If I had the patience for it and the actual like skill and talent, I would love to do kind of, yeah, like a slice of life, kind of like rural Japan, maybe like a based on actual like Japanese life. I like the idea of being able to live in like rural Japan. Hi. Yeah, I'm drawing Frieren. This is a new drawing. I have not drawn a female character in a long time, so I'm kind of excited to see how it goes. I wouldn't know what kind of story it would be, but it would just be, oh, Yurukan vibes. Yeah, that'd be a great idea, actually. That's a great idea. Something like that. Something like simple, not a complicated story, just like people hanging, like friends hanging out, or I wonder if I would want to do like a romantic like story. I love watching those type of like would you call those J dramas, or just like live action Japanese shows. I really like watching like romantic ones. My name's Dora. Slay! It's freaking out. Is this freezing? Not for me. Is it for you? Your art is amazing. Thank you. I hope the YouTube stream is fine. Or is it because it's going in and out of focus? I don't know if I can like do an autofocus on YouTube. I'm not the best at camera work, so I would have to figure out if there's a way to do like autofocus, or so that it doesn't keep going in and out of focus. I'll try not to move my hand as much. Maybe that's what's affecting it, but you love my work so much. Thank you. I'm doing good. You are a romance and shonen type of anime fan. Me too. I like both shoujo and shonen, both equally. Oh, I was gonna say about like filler episodes, or like what is it called when like they just put in like a bunch of like, I guess it's just filler episodes, huh? I like that stuff. I like those extra episodes where we just spend time like focusing on like the characters. You love watching anime is literally goat. What anime do you like? Hi. Okay, are we saying Frieren and it's auto-correcting to freezing? Is that what it is? You've been following me since 2010 on TikTok. I don't know if I've been around since 2010, but that's amazing. I don't even know when I started like my social, so, but thanks. Your art is very cute. Thank you so much. Thanks for liking the live, Sarah. I like Frieren. I like My Hero. Demon Slayer and stuff with blood. It gets interesting. JGK is great too. Yes, it is. Thank you for following, Chance. I appreciate your support, and thanks for hanging out in the live with me today. Thank you to everybody hanging out with me in the live. I'm not trying to neglect the YouTube comments. I'm just struggling to figure out how to make them appear on my second monitor, so I'm gonna try my best to keep looking over here. 100%. Yes, Ashley, you should watch Frieren. It's a really good story, especially if you just like it's a lot about like magic, but it's also about I would say it's very much like slice of life vibes. It's calming at times, and a lot of the magic, you would be surprised to know, like it's not just about like fighting and getting stronger. It's more so about like simple kind of magic, and just like Frieren, the main character, she just likes to kind of like build up her I guess you could say like her spells knowledge of like just day-to-day kind of magic, things that could help you out in your daily life. Like if there is a spell to help you wash your clothes easier or get chores done quicker, that's the kind of spell she's looking for. Why ain't AOT on there? Now you have to give me a follow. I love Attack on Titan, actually. I never finished what animes I like a lot, but it would be My Hero, Demon Slayer for sure. Attack on Titan is also for sure on there because that was one of the first anime that I ever watched as well. If we're talking about like really, really old kind of anime that's not as popular or mainstream, it would be like Clannad, Angel Beats. What's another one? There's another one I can't remember right now, but there's multiple. There's multiple. What am I drawing? I am drawing Frieren. This is a more recent anime that just came out. I can't remember if it was last year or the year before, but the first season was pretty successful, and now they rebooted it for a second season, and that's what's currently airing right now. So it's really good. If you haven't heard of it, or if you haven't watched it, I don't blame you, because it's still a fairly recent anime. So I would definitely recommend you check it out. It's on, I mean, the biggest one is probably Crunchyroll. It's available on there. You're about to snooze, but saw you live, stopping in to say, Frieren looks super cute. Thank you, Hoko. Am I going to put flowers in the background? I don't think so. Just because this flower crown on her head took me a really long time. So I probably won't be adding flowers to the background, but I will probably be doing some kind of stained art, and I'll probably outline it with like a flower shape. I'm drawing Frieren, yes. The plush cats in the background are so cute. These over here, yes, it's the Neko bus. It's two different versions of the Neko bus. There's a small one here, or a big one here, and a smaller one up here. It's kind of out of frame, so you can't really see it. And then there's this older, well, the traditional version of the Neko bus. I really like the Neko bus. I like Ghibli plushies in general. But thank you. I got them at Ghibli Park. The more recent one. Have I seen Made in Abyss? Yes, I have. I have. I kind of forgot that anime existed, if I'm being completely honest. Because I don't know why. I just, because it had didn't it have also a movie? But it's really good. I remember the first season, and then also, I also remember that I'm pretty sure there was a movie. And I remember I was very emotional while watching it, so yes. How many seasons are there now? Is there just still on 2, or did it get rebooted for a 3rd season? Nanachi is my favorite. Me too. Okay, Hoko, thanks for joining the live again. I appreciate it. I always appreciate your support. Thanks for hanging out. There's a spider attacking you? No. You're pregnant. Congrats. Congratulations. Do we know the gender of the baby? Okay, I'm gonna try not to go overboard with the shading here, because I want to still be able to see like the design of the flower. Nanachi is also my favorite from Made in Abyss, by the way. I have a couple figures of Nanachi. But yes, the plushies are from Ghibli Park. And Ghibli Park is located in Japan. It's a newer park that just opened. It's really cool. They have a lot of like life-size models of like the locations. Okay, so I'm wondering if I should go darker in certain areas. I probably should. Let's see. Because I want there to be a little bit more dimension in this sketch. You ended the spider with a charger. I would have done it with a napkin. But that's good. I'm glad you did that, and you are no longer in fear. Good night, Hoko. Okay, so it worked. Wow. Very active today in the chat for YouTube. What time is it for everybody? I would love to know, because right now it is almost midnight. For me, at least. Usually I don't go on live this late. But my plans for the day were unpredictable. So, and I blame it on this flower crown. So for that reason, I'm not putting flowers in the background. What is going on in this chat? So I think I'm gonna go in with a little bit darker shade for the leaves. Only thing is, I want these little stems. I don't think you could call these stems. These are like what, the veins? Yeah, these are the veins of the leaves. I want it to be pretty visible, so I'm also trying to be mindful to not smear. I have a really bad habit of like laying my hand on my drawings, and I always end up smearing my drawings somehow, so I'm gonna try to be mindful. Usually I have like a piece of paper on top, but then if I do that, it will not look satisfying for you guys in the chat, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna try my best to just not smear. Or maybe I should try to move my hand around so it doesn't sit directly on top of the drawing. Only Nezuko can do what? What's happening? Thank you for following. Your presento. Oh, I think I went a little too dark right there. Okay, so moving on. But basically the conclusion that I came to is that I don't really enjoy, I don't think I really enjoy rendering like flowers. Okay. Okay, I don't really know what half of these flowers are anyway. I know, so obviously some of these are daisies, like regular, like white daisies, which I had the most fun drawing the white daisies, if I'm being honest. But everything else, and arguably the daisies are the hardest kind of flower to draw out of all of these in here, but I don't know, I enjoyed doing the daisies. Everything else I was kind of like meh. But looks fine, I think. Okay. How are we doing? Say hello if you're here. I really wonder how I can read the chat. I probably have to. I think I know the reason why, but I don't have time to figure that out right now. Call you Muzan Jackson. You gotta go. Okay, bye, Ashley. Bye. Hopefully you can join another stream. Thanks for being here. Frieren. Yes, I'm currently drawing Frieren. Are you watching it? The new anime started a couple weeks ago. Seems like a lot of people are enjoying it. My favorite character is obviously Frieren. I would love to know what your favorite character is. I also really like Frieren, or you know what? I also like Himer. Himer is also one of my favorite characters. Thank you. Hello, Simple Dimple. I'm good. How are you? Thanks for liking the live. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a good week so far. I'm drawing Frieren. Your art looks so crunchy. Crunchy's beyond good. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like people will say like drawings look edible or like they want to eat it, and that's usually a compliment. So I appreciate it. Thank you for following. Yours is Himed. Yeah, he's a good choice. I think he's one of the best characters. For sure. Hello, Draw with Leo. How are you? I appreciate the follow. Hope you're having a good day or night wherever you are. For me, it is nighttime. Late tonight art stream. You are Fatima. You're following me from Iraq. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. That's amazing. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support. What's your favorite anime? I'm doing good, Leo. How are you? You have a Miko and Teto cosplay, but you don't post that much. You should post it. I think cosplaying is really cool. I wish I could cosplay, but I know I would not be good at it. But I feel I'm very jealous of like people who are able to do it and pull it off. Especially like making your own costumes. That's like a huge thing too. Do you also make your own costumes? Yeah, usually I'm live at this time. Well, I'm trying to be more live more often. I used to be live a couple months ago, usually around this time. It's usually always in the evenings. I'm gonna try to be going live more often throughout the day, usually mornings and nights, hopefully, if my schedule allows. Or if my schedule doesn't allow, I'll have to find time for it. But yeah, I usually try to be live around this time. You post the COD ones and you're gonna post the others soon. You were trying to reach 200 if you all want to go. Yeah, from COD. Can we role play? You seem to be a role playing master. Let's see. Forgot where I was on here. Yeah, but I usually try to be live at this time. I'm gonna try to be live more often now. I'm gonna also try to be live on multiple platforms. So it'll be TikTok, YouTube, and hopefully Twitch as well. I'm trying to just try out different platforms and see how it goes. I forgot I needed to add some lines here. You're from Japan. I love Japan. I want to move to Japan. Okay, so Flower Crown is getting almost halfway done now. I'm trying not to go so heavy-handed because I really do not like it when my lines get super streaky. Okay. Yeah, you can definitely tell me more. You can tell me as many characters as you enjoy. You can chat whatever you like, as long as it's appropriate. Okay. I need to make some thicker lines here. Anyways, okay. Moves on to the chat. Okay. What's good in your country? Forgot where I was at. Okay, so we're gonna fill in this spot here. Only thing about having like a bunch of lines in small areas is it's kind of hard for me. Like I get confused where I need to put in shadow sometimes. It looks like we're putting in shadow in here. Okay. You're back, Ashley. Welcome back. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna continue filling in this area down here. Looks like this area needs shadow. Okay. Muichiro, Murichiro. That's cute. This area needs shadow. Everybody, thanks for watching the live. I appreciate it. Even if you're not like actively commenting and you're just lurking, I appreciate it. Thank you for liking the live. How long did it take? The drawing took me a couple hours. I think so far it has taken me like maybe 3 to 4 hours so far, and I just started it today, so I don't think that's too bad. You really like Ippo from Ippo Hajime and Edward from Fullmetal Alchemist. Edward is I don't know much about Ippo, but I do know Fullmetal Alchemist. I've seen a couple episodes. I haven't watched the whole thing, but I do know that it is a staple in the anime community. I have only heard good things about Fullmetal Alchemist. Also, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, because I believe there's 2 versions, right, of the anime. There's like the older version, and there's also the newer one, which I believe is Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. My favorite anime, I have a couple. I like, if we're talking about just my favorites, I would have to say it's gonna be between My Hero, Attack on Titan, probably Demon Slayer. I still have yet to finish Attack on Titan though. I've been saving that anime. I've been saving the final season. I like to save my anime. I like to watch them, binge watch them. What is your favorite anime? Let me know. Should I post my Bella Dimitrescu cosplay when it's done? Yeah, you should. That is is that one of the daughters from Resident Evil Village specifically? It sounds like it's because Dimitrescu is a very specific name. I don't believe there's many other characters out there with that name. I can't remember all the names of the daughters, but I feel like one of them was named Claudia or something. Oh, the blonde one. Okay. I love watching like gameplays of horror games. But I don't think I could ever play one myself. I've been thinking of like getting into like streaming games too, but I don't know if I could do horror. Horror is a little bit daunting and scary for me to think about, but I do really enjoy watching like the gameplays or let's plays if we're still calling that. How many hours did it take me to make this? It's been a couple hours, like around 3 to 4 so far. Did I watch Demon Slayer Infinity Castle? Yes, I did. I really enjoyed it. I think my favorite anime movie by far. I haven't had a chance to watch the Chainsaw Man movie though, but I've heard that that one's also pretty good. And in fact, I've heard that people have rated Chainsaw Man above Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. I wonder what the thoughts are on that. Do you agree with that? Do you think Chainsaw Man was better than Demon Slayer Infinity Castle? Like, I wonder what the thoughts are on that. Who else watched Infinity Castle? The names of the daughters are Bella, Cassandra, and oh, well, I was way off. I don't know where I got Claudia. I think probably because Cassandra starts with a C. I feel like maybe that's why I mixed it up though. But I really like the main villain from that stage. Can you call it a stage? That part in the game. I really enjoyed that part of the game. I thought it was really interesting and also like pretty scary. Lady Dimitrescu, she's very scary. Very daunting. And I would argue the scariest part of the game, one of the scarier part of the game. I feel like the final boss in that game was kind of underwhelming. I was expecting that guy to be stronger. I mean, I didn't play it. I'm just basing it off of the gameplays that I watched. Like, I watched Markiplier play it. There's also a Japanese YouTuber too that I've been watching. I don't believe I watched him complete that game though. And then I also wonder if in Resident Evil Village, if that's also the game where the baby comes out. I can't remember. I think like Ethan like encounters a baby that is supposed to be like his baby. I don't think I'm remembering the story correctly at all, but thank you for following, Kinley. You're probably gonna cosplay a female Leon S. Kennedy soon. Oh, it's cool. That's cool to like bend the genders too of characters for cosplay outfits. I think that's also a really cool idea. I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to put Shadow. I think it's in here. And in here. What's next? Yeah, I probably should have made my lines a lot darker here. Because now I can't really figure out where the lines are. That looks sick. When did you start? Well, I just started the live not too long ago. I think I've only been live for about like 40 minutes now. We're talking about cosplay. And I guess we're also talking about horror games. Because a viewer here in the chat is planning on cosplaying one of the daughters from Resident Evil Village. So I went on a tangent about that. Kyle, thank you for following. Since we're on the topic of horror games, I'd love to know if any of you guys have any horror games that you really enjoy. Earlier today, I was actually watching, like while working on this drawing, I was watching a video essay about Alien Isolation specifically. Me and the people in chat were just talking about cosplay. I post my cosplays and I'm trying to reach 200. I love it if you could support. And that is from Kon Ghost Cosplay on the YouTube chat. If you guys want to check it out, check out their content. They are a cosplayer. And just so you know, I am multi-streaming. I'm streaming on both YouTube and TikTok right now. So I am reading from 2 different chats just in case you can't find a specific comment. That's probably why. This is cool. What else do I stream on? Oh yeah. Yeah, so I'm trying to stream also on Twitch. I just made an account, or I just like linked my account to my art. So I was streaming on there. I think I streamed on Twitch like once last week. It's pretty hard to get views on there. I don't think it's as easy to push out content on there. Like I feel like TikTok is a little bit easier because it's kind of like tailored to the FYP algorithm, so it kind of like throws your content out randomly to people. Only thing with Twitch though, I feel like it's harder because I don't really think they have an algorithm that works like that, so it's kind of hard to get viewers and engagement on there if you don't have a following already. You never really play horror games, but you have been wanting to try. Do I have any recommendation? I personally, I was just saying in the chat a little bit earlier, I'm not a big player of horror games, but I do love to watch gameplays. I like to watch other content creators play it. There's a couple I can recommend based on the gameplays that I have watched. I would definitely say scariest ones, in my opinion, from what I've seen people play, it has to be number one, Outlast. That one is terrifying. I think I tried to play the game for like 10-15 minutes and I couldn't get through it. I turned it off after the first like jump scare kind of came out, which is pretty quick in the game. It's like within the first 5 to 10 minutes. So yeah, I couldn't get through that game at all, and I think that's when I decided I was like, yeah, I can't do horror games. Second one, can I do Gojo Satoru? I might do him. I recently actually drew him not too long ago, so if you want to check it out, it's on my account here. You can go to my page. It should be, it's a kanji one. It's not too far down if you want to check it out. But I've done quite a couple different Gojos. But as I was saying about horror games, yeah, Alien Isolation I think is also one of the other scary ones. It's an older game. Both of those games are old, both Outlast and Alien Isolation. But I think they still live up to the scare tactics. I think they're ahead of their time as far as the story goes. I do think the graphics are still pretty good. I even think Outlast actually came out with like I think I think they came out with a newer version where the graphics look better. So, but I still think they're both really scary games, even though they were created like ages ago. You love Outlast, it's difficult, but it's fun. Nice Frieren art, thank you. Light Yagami, thank you. Your art tough. Thank you. If you never heard of Alien Isolation, you'll look into it. Thank you so much. Yeah, you should definitely look into it. Hi, Lynn. How are you? You're gonna be making a full-scale Dragon Slayer, aka the Sword Guts uses in Berserk pretty soon. That's fun. I've heard of Berserk. I've heard great things about Berserk. I hope it comes out well. Thank you for following. Haven't drawn in a while. Jeez. Who, you? Bucket Crusher, welcome back. You missed also the final product. Oh, that's gonna be up soon. Don't you worry. We just switched gears for a bit, and now we're working on a traditional art. This is gonna be what I call a stained art. Typically I do kanji on top, but this time I think I'm gonna draw like a flower shape on top. But yeah, I will be posting it. You should start drawing again, Leo. If you miss it, you should start drawing again. How are you guys doing on the YouTube chat? We're still talking about cosplay, of course, which is great. Or do we have any other new cosplayers in the chat? Chusa's gonna be up sometime this week. I don't know exactly when, but I'll be posting it probably like a picture post. I am planning on posting the time lapse here on YouTube, or you can go to my YouTube. There will be like a time lapse where you can see the whole thing, which you get different input, a unique input compared to what other people are going to be seeing, because you were there to see it live in real time be rendered and drawn. So you get to see the time lapse if you want. It'll be on YouTube this week. So I hope you can check it out. You're having exams right now. You gotta finish this one test real quick, then you're gonna be back. Sounds good, Bucket Crusher. You're drawing a black and white headshot of Guts because you found out your husband likes Berserk. Now you're drawing Griffith and Casca next. That sounds awesome. I'm glad. I hope it comes out well. Let us know how it goes. Maybe in the next live. Well, maybe if you're done with it by then. I'm sure we'd all love to see it. Okay, let's see. I might have to make the lines darker. Just, I don't really want to do that right now. So we're gonna worry about it later. It's gonna be a problem for later. One thing about Alien Isolation that I wanted to mention earlier though is that I guess it's based on because I read a comment that said that they've never heard about Alien Isolation. So I just wanted to mention that it's based on the Alien movie, based on I think the 70s or something. I think it was filmed in the 70s, but the video essay that I was watching earlier about it mentioned that it was actually based on the movie itself, and they even like the game developers got in contact with I believe the directors of the movie, and they got permission to use their actual like artwork and whatnot, and based it around the game and the movie, which I thought was pretty cool. I learned something new today. I really like watching video essays when I'm drawing. Hello, Kato, how are you? Oh, unfortunately, he's not your husband yet, just a crush. But not oh, I love that. That's good. That's valid too. Very valid. Okay, how are we doing? I hope the chat's doing good while I render this. I'm not gonna lie, I'm worried that the colors are looking a little muddy. I don't think it looks that bad. Okay, I just need to make sure not to put too much strength on my hand when I'm doing this, because it's kind of making all the colors look like it's the same tone, which is not what I want. I want there to be a clear differentiation between the colors in here. So okay, so let's see. I think maybe what it is I just don't like drawing flowers. Maybe that's what it is. You were drawing earlier, and guys, you think it's broken because you had I Don't Love You by My Chemical Romance playing for 3 hours on loop with no break. Okay, that's wild. Thank you, Alice. You're amazing. I appreciate it. You're very, very kind. I'm glad you like the drawing so far. This is my first time in a long time drawing a female character, so we'll see how it goes. I don't think I've ever drawn Frieren either, traditionally. I did do a digital drawing. I've done a couple digital drawings of her. I think I did a chibi drawing of her long time ago, which I thought came out pretty good. I enjoyed how it came out. I want to post it at some point. And I also drew another drawing of her digitally that has never seen the light. So, oh, well, actually, no, I think it's probably way far back on my, like, feed. It is so hard to find beauty in this world anymore, but this is beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's very true. It's very hard to see the positive things anymore in this world. Things just seem to be getting darker and darker, it seems. But I'm really glad that you enjoy my drawing. That really makes me happy, and that's the whole point. That's the whole reason why I do it. You're definitely broken. Well, good night, everyone. You need to sleep. Okay, good night. Thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate you being here. Thank you for following, Eugenio. I appreciate your support. Thanks for being here. Okay, thanks for the likes. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's a new traditional drawing that we're working on. So we're just putting in the shadow, and then I will be coloring it in with acrylic markers, but first I'm going to end up painting a design on top, and then I'll be filling in that area with the acrylic markers like I usually do with my other kind of drawings, or traditional drawings at least. You rejoined just as you said goodnight and got so scared. Oh, you're back, Bucket Crusher. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm not ending the live. I'm nowhere near close to being able to finish the live, so you're good. But yeah, Choso will be posted soon if anybody's interested. Rams Art, thank you for following. Thank you. We're just working on a sketch right now. Trying to get the colors down for this piece. And I think I'm gonna have to go over it again to make certain areas darker, because all of these flowers are kind of blending in together. And it's kind of hard to tell where one starts and where one ends. So now I know, next time make the line darker. Make the line darker. You still need to finish season 1 of Frieren. I don't think you'll be disappointed. I think you will really enjoy it. That's really nice. Thank you, him. I appreciate it. This drawing has taken me around like 3 to 4 hours so far. This might be the 5th hour now. Hi, your art is beautiful. Thank you. You're a digital artist. You can never. Well, digital artists start from traditional, so you could. I believe you could. You can always go back to your roots, unless you started digital completely. Then that's amazing as well. You're not disappointed so far. This is so clean. Thank you. Super dope. I appreciate it. I'm glad you guys like it. It's been fun. Been really fun. I'm enjoying it. It's just this flower crown though. I'm not having the most fun with this flower crown. And I think what I'm discovering with this drawing is that I don't like drawing flowers, which is okay. We don't have to be good at everything. Tuna, thank you for following. But yeah, season 1 is really good. 5 hours, yeah. I'm a slow artist. Is that the anime girl from the meme? Yeah, where she's looking up? Yes. And then her chin is drawn all weird? Yes, that's the meme. She's become a meme. And I'm not surprised because she's pretty memeable. She is a meme. She's a living meme, living and walking meme. That's for sure. I'm surprised she hasn't like become more of a meme until now, recently. But yeah, if you've seen those like that one headshot of her where she's like looking up, that's her. That is the girl. That is who we are drawing right now. So basically that means she's an icon, so she's a meme, and that's okay. I wish I could become a meme. That's my goal in life. I want to become a meme and earn a bunch of money just from being a meme. Because some people do that. Some people get lucky enough to just go viral from a silly thing that they did, and that feeds them that becomes their salary. Okay, so we're gonna move on now from the flower crown. I think we did pretty good on the flower crown for now. I just kind of want to move on from it because it's pissing me off, quite frankly. Okay, so I had said that we were gonna move left to right because I'm hoping it'll look more satisfying that way, but I like this better than the meme. Me too. I would hope so. I have been tempted to draw that meme though, because that's what a lot of artists are doing, or I don't know if they're still doing it, but at least when that meme was like really popular, that's what I saw a lot of people posting everywhere on social media. It made me want to do it too, but I obviously didn't. But yeah, a lot of people were like fixing the meme. They were redrawing it to either on purpose make it look ugly, just as ugly as a meme, or they were also or they would recreate it to make it look better, like more accurate, proportion wise. Which is like, that's cool to do, but I think it's funny when you give it an interesting spin and make it look just as ugly as the meme itself. I think that has a lot of value and shows a lot of humor, and it says a lot about the person who posted it. I wish I could just draw like ugly art and go viral off of that. That's also my dream. I just want to be able to post like funny art and get away with it. Sorry, I was taking a water break. Okay. So I forgot where we were at. We are here. I was on her eyebrows. Anyways, once I do this eyebrow, I'm gonna move to this area and then we'll move our way down because I don't know, I'm jumping everywhere. It's just for that flower crown though. I really wanted to get it done because I was just annoying me. Very much annoying me. This is supposed to have shadow in here as well. Ooh. I think I went over the area, but it's fine. Do I use grid or guidelines? Yes. Yes, I do. It's very helpful. Very, very helpful. I would recommend using grids and guidelines if you can. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it actually helps you improve your art, and it helps your eyes to see proportions a little bit better. I used to use a grid and guidelines all the time in school as well. In fact, my teachers actually encouraged it rather than discouraged it. Okay. It's another level. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, so I'm moving on to this area here. I'm going to try to keep a very steady hand because I really don't want to. Only thing is, when I'm filling in my shadows here, I do not like using those like little paper rolls to blend. I just find that it's like an extra tool that I don't really necessarily need to have. I feel like I can just get away with, if I use a very, very light hand, I feel like I don't really need to blend it much more. And I don't know if it's just me, but I kind of like the look of like a little bit of graininess for the shadow. I just feel like it gives it more texture, more uniqueness. I try to keep it what am I trying to say? I like to have continuity. So if there's any breakage in between, like if I see streaks anywhere, it really makes me mad. So thank you for following. Levi's best. I appreciate it. So I try to keep a very, very light hand. Sometimes if my hand does get tired though, I will go in a little bit more heavy-handed, and then I just have to kind of like stop, take a step back and be like, calm down. Because I tend to get very impatient sometimes. So hello, how are you? Welcome to the stream. We're sketching Frieren right now. Come join us on a chill live stream. I'm trying to go for like an ASMR vibe, but I know that my voice does not sound very ASMR-y, so. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to give you like a cool laid back vibe here, so I hope I can do that for you. Okay, so I guess we can fill in. I'm trying to figure out, I know I need a little bit more darker areas here. Maybe we could do like a darker gradient. Let's see. I'm gonna be really, really mad if this looks horrible or if I make it look streaky somehow. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna try to make like a kind of like dark to light type of situation here. Don't know how I'm gonna be able to execute it, but we're gonna try. Okay, because I don't like going too overboard either, because then like it's always better to start off light and then go darker. So, but sometimes I end up pressing a little bit too hard. You drew her last night. You love my art of her. Thank you. I would love to see your drawing too. Did you post it? Cool art. Thank you, Jazz. I appreciate it. Let's see. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and go to her bangs here. Again, gonna try to keep light hand, light hand. Any opinions about exotic fruits? Depends on, well, I don't need a lot of fruit, so I'm probably not the best person to ask, but I would love to hear your opinions. What is your favorite exotic fruit and why? Give 3 good reasons for it. Go. You did a live of it, but it was using Ohuhu markers, and keep up the good work. Thank you. Oh, I love Ohuhu. Was it the acrylic markers or were they the alcohol markers? And was it here on TikTok? Good opinions. I don't know. Would dragon fruit be considered like an exotic fruit? A durian. Aren't those the ones that have not the best smell? Aren't they like pretty pungent in their smell? But apparently they taste really good now, despite the smell. Alcohol markers. 320. Is that like the count of the marker, or is that like how many comes in the set, or because that's a lot if that's what it is. That's crazy. But I enjoy having more markers. I think the more markers the better. I only say that though because I am horrible at color theory. So I feel like having more markers with more color selections makes me kind of run away from having to deal with color theory. And that's just a toxic trait of mine. I feel like if I have more colors, I won't have to worry about color theory and all of my problems are solved. A lot of shades. Oh, it's a bit overwhelming, but worth it. Honestly, I think it's better to have a huge marker collection for that exact reason that I mentioned. This is beautiful. Wow. Thank you, Lacey. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All right. Mimic, thank you for following. It can definitely be overwhelming if you have like a huge marker set. I think the biggest collection that I have is like a 192 acrylic marker set. And yes, it's overwhelming because it's hard to find like all the markers. Like sometimes I just find myself sitting there and trying to find a specific marker, which does get annoying. Like I get angsty, like if I cannot find a color and I'm just sitting there for like 2-3 minutes staring at my box trying to find it, that does get annoying. But ultimately I do think it's better to have a bigger collection because then I just feel like it's easier to color. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in with her ear now. We'll see how that goes. I really like these elf ears. I wish I could like draw them more often, but I also feel like they're kind of overrated, if that makes sense. Like, I know they're very, very cute, but I feel like everybody who creates like an OC, original character, I feel like a lot of people tend to use like these fairy ears just because they stand out a lot. So I get it and they're cute, but I just wish people didn't use them all the time. I have even thought about using like these kind of ears for my own original characters. But ultimately I decided against it because I just feel like everybody has these kind of fairy ears. I feel like what is one? I think Genshin Impact has a lot of characters with this kind of design of ear, right? Or a lot of like JRPG games, I think, also have a lot of characters with these kind of ears. And again, I can understand why, because they're very, very cute. But I wonder if we could come up with like a new ear design shape that doesn't automatically mean that they're a fairy or some kind of like other mythical creature. Frieren! Hi, Quip! I hope you like the sketch so far. It's been fun drawing her. I haven't drawn her in a long time. So far we're filling her ear here, and I'm just ranting about the fact that I think too many characters have these kind of ears. I also wonder why in a lot of stories why like fairies or elves have like immortality or like live for multiple years. Like, what is the lore behind that? I'm sure there's a reason or an explanation. I feel like the main reason why immortal characters have these kind of design of ears is because it helps them to stick out from, like, it helps you to distinguish who's a human and who's not a human, and it also kind of explains more of their immortality a little bit better. I feel like that's probably why. Seems kind of self-explanatory. Miracle Baby, thanks for following. We're just sketching Frieren right now. The goal is to finish it before I get off the live. We'll see. I also hope the electricity does not go out where I'm at currently because it's raining. It's been raining. We're having some pretty heavy rainfall lately. I'm supposed to be going in with a 4B. I think I might go in with a 4B now. For her earring. I really like her earrings too. Her character design in general is very cute. Another thing that I also wonder is how old Frieren actually is. Is this something that is like discussed in the manga? Like, do we actually know her age? Because I know she's at least a couple thousand years old, right? Okay. So we're almost done with this side over here, which is good. We're making some slow and steady progress. I don't think the shadowing looks too bad either. I'm always worried that it's gonna look really, really streaky. So I think I'm succeeding in keeping it like keeping the continuity and making it look like it's all one continuous color. I do think I need to darken some of these lines though. Keep drawing. Thank you, Huskering. Thank you for being here. And thank you for following, Luis. El Raven Puff. That's cute. Very cute name. Alright, so... okay, I think her earring is looking pretty good. I would want it to be a little bit more darker. Or at least more obvious that this is her earring. Okay. Your art is so pretty. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's so cool. Thank you. The Adept BC. Thank you. Okay, so you know what I forgot to put in here? I forgot to put in her little... I forgot to include her little button on this side. gonna try to put that in right now. Okay. It's somewhat in there now. Okay, so I think I can actually make this a little bit darker here, because I forgot that I also have to put in her skin shadow in here. So I'm just gonna make a little bit darker. Okay. Let's see. I hope this season of Frieren ends up being just as popular as the first season, because I really enjoyed it and I want to see more of this kind of anime. I really do think a lot of people enjoy it. I know there's a lot of people out there that will argue that there's not enough action going on, but I think it's necessary for there to be these kind of anime that exist, because I feel like we don't, I mean, I'm sure it exists, but a lot of them don't become mainstream as often as like the very heavy action ones, like My Hero. Thank you, I'm really happy you like it, Mimi. Gio's pillow, that's cute. You subbed. Thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. What was I saying about Frieren? I was saying, oh yeah, I think more of these kind of anime should become mainstream, because I just think it's nice to have like a relaxing kind of anime go viral on the charts every once in a while. I just don't think we have enough of those kind of shows. And it's also tiring to be watching like an anime that's super action-packed every episode, and you don't even get to like kind of like wind down with one of them. It's just constant like stress and action, like especially with the last season of My Hero. Like it was just every episode was like constant, like you don't know what's gonna happen next and you're just worried for the characters. Which I get that that's what it's supposed to do, especially since it's the last season. It's supposed to go out with a bang. But your favorite part was when they ran out of magic and the old man said, "We're all men here," and they fought with Fist for the Bird. That was cool. Yes, I still remember that. See, it's moments like that I think are so important. It's just like such a simple concept that you wouldn't think would get animated. But I really appreciated that. Like I think that's why so many people enjoy watching Frieren. Like it's just the simplicity of it, and sometimes like the reality, and I think it also adds to the relatability. Kizumi, thank you. Toradora, thank you. Art is beautiful. Thank you. Nice drawing. Thank you. Yes, I've been working on this new drawing of Frieren. I just started it today. Last live I was working on a digital drawing, and now we're going back to traditional, and I should be doing digital again on hopefully the next live. I'm not sure if I'll be working on this piece on the next live, because I still have to paint it before I color it. The sense of adventure that show gives me is wild. Well, what the talent. Thank you, Albert. I appreciate it. Yes, that's another big factor. It makes you kind of feel like you're there with them and you're going on all these adventures with them, which I think is really cool. And you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like Hunter x Hunter. Like it very much gives me those vibes. Like it makes you feel like you're there with them, experiencing everything with them. Or even like Camp, it also gives me those vibes too. Somebody commented earlier about Camp, and it has like the duality of like very chill episodes where they just go on like adventures, finding random spells. She's stuck in the A4 paper. Yeah, she is. I think this is probably A4 size. Yes. Your drawings are amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like the drawing. I've been having fun drawing her. She's a very pretty character, and I don't draw pretty characters as often. And by that I mean like mainly females. Thank you, Varnity. I don't draw a lot of female characters, which I would like to do more of. But yep, she's giving the girly vibes, cute feminine vibes, which I appreciate. And we all know who made this flower crown for her. We know it wasn't herself, because Frieren's not that type of girl. She does not make stuff like this. If you ever drawn a self-portrait, if you ever draw a self-portrait, you did draw a cute character. I've never... Do you mean, like, have I drawn a self-portrait? I haven't drawn a self-portrait in a while. Is that what you mean? But as I was saying, we all know that Frieren did not make this flower crown for herself. It was obviously Frieren. She would never draw this. She would never make herself a flower crown. That's for sure. It's funny because she looks so like the way she presents herself is very feminine-ish, but and very like girly-ish. But her character is not very girly at all. At least according to like, you know, common like standards that we know to be feminine. Thank you for following. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Ooga booga, thanks. I love how I'm not sticking to what I said I was gonna do. I was supposed to work this way, but I'm like going all over the place, but that's okay. Let's see here. Yeah, but I really like those kind of anime that makes you kind of feel like you're there with all the characters and living through all their experiences with them. Like, I wish I could join their crew and just go looking for a bunch of random spells, random useless spells, because that's what Frieren likes to do. Let's see. I was trying to figure out where my next area is for shadow. I don't think there's much more left to do, actually. Okay, then what I think I'm gonna do is, I don't actually think there's much more shadow in here. I know here, it looks like here we need it. In this little corner. Lynn, thank you for following. I appreciate you being here. We're just working on this sketch of Frieren to celebrate the new season that just got rebooted. Well, technically it got rebooted months ago, but it's finally airing now. And the vibes from the opening are flowers and flower crowns. So that's what we're going for. Let's see here. Okay, so most of that is done. It's beautiful. You only don't know how to draw anime and people. Drawing anime characters and people is very, very difficult. One of the hardest things ever. One thing that I have learned thanks to social media and other artists posting it, is that anime characters tend to resemble cats a lot of the time. So whenever you're drawing like an anime character, or if you want to draw an anime character, try to reference or look up references of cat faces. Most of the time, anime characters have the facial features of a cat. When breaking it down into the simple parts. So if you ever want to draw an anime character, just think of it as a cat. Thank you for following. Do you have any tips to draw hair? You are struggling. For hair, that's great. Great question. I also think hair is very, very difficult. I try to break it down into parts. Like I try to do like the base of the head first, and then on top I add the layers, like the bangs and the extra bits. I would say try to break it into simpler parts. That usually helps a lot, for me at least. I'm trying to figure out where else there is shadow. This is like a highlight, it looks like, from the reference photo. You're welcome. I'll try my best to give advice whenever I can. I'm not the best at explaining things, but I'll try my best. Also, if you're ever wondering how to draw something, another tip that I can recommend is if you don't already have a Pinterest account, you should definitely make one. They have a lot of great references on Pinterest. There's a lot of great tips on there. You could just type whatever it is you're trying to look for a reference for or draw. Like, for example, hair. You could look up like how to draw curly hair or straight hair, like depending on what it is. And more often than not, you will find a good reference on there. You watched this anime, it was sad for you. It is. It's I definitely think it has a very good balance of both like happy moments and also like sad and realistic moments. Like obviously like dealing with the loss of somebody that you love, or even like a loved one that you never really like got to fully get that connection with until they have obviously like passed. So thank you for following. Nishant boy, thank you. Ask away, that's why we're here. That's why we're here. But yeah, I appreciate the realistic aspects that this anime goes into, and it's not kind of afraid to get into those like hard topics. I just really like how it goes around the whole topic of like mortality and like just learning to come to terms with it. And I don't want to say like regrets, because it's not like, I mean, obviously I think it's not I think it's a fact that Frieren has like some, not regrets, but like things that she maybe wishes she could have changed given how long that she has lived her life, you know. But I think it teaches a good lesson for all of us to kind of like really learn to cherish the people in our lives and the things that we have, and not take it for granted before it's too late. Thank you for following. What anime should I watch? You should watch Frieren. You should watch Frieren. You really love being cold. What do you mean? What does that mean? I don't like being cold. Well, I'd rather be cold than be like hot, you know? Like if I had to choose between being hot or cold, I'd rather be cold, because then I could layer my clothing and then, you know, but when it's hot, like you can't really do anything about it. At least with the cold, you can layer, and then if you get hot, you can take off the layers. You know, that's kind of how I look at it. Your friend recommended you an anime name, something DXD. Is it good or DXD? I'm not familiar with that. If anybody knows, please share. DXD. I don't know what that is. I only know like, I'm assuming that's an abbreviation for a longer like anime name. because that kind of like just seeing that reminds me of like Spy Family, Hunter x Hunter, like anime titles that have the X in between. I'm wondering if that's what it is. If anybody knows, please let us know. Because I want to know. I'm always looking for you think it's school DxD. Only anime that I know that has the word like school in it would be a High School of the Dead. Does anybody remember that anime? Do I know the manga Witch Hat at I do not know how to pronounce that word, but I've heard of it. Yeah, I've heard of it. I personally have not like read it though or know much more past that. Is it good? Do you recommend it? Top 3 anime that I like. That is a hard question. And I get that question a lot, so I never really know how to answer. But My Hero, because I love the story. I love the friendship within it. I love the themes of like coming to terms with your own identity and accepting it, and accepting that not everybody's perfect. Have I drawn any JoJo's? No, but I do get a lot of requests to draw JoJo characters, and I probably should, because the character designs are very cool and they're very, very pretty. I'm thinking I should. I'm thinking of adding more like of a gradient shadow here, so I'm gonna go back into this other ear. I don't know why, but I kind of did it with this side and I like how it looks, so I'm gonna go back in and do it on this side. You have a question? Okay, go ahead. I like answering questions. Can we ask if you could draw something? You could ask. Yeah, I can't promise that I'll do it though. Just because I have a couple different projects that I'm working on, but you can definitely ask, and I will try to get to it when I have time in my schedule. I just can't promise anything, you know. But who would you like me to draw? I love to hear suggestions. Hello. My Hero is good. Yeah, I love My Hero. Bakugo is one of my favorite characters. Have I drawn My Hero recently? With the final season that just ended recently, I did draw 2 drawings of Deku, and I drew one of Bakugo. So I drew one of Deku running, which was pretty viral for a while on all the social media. Please draw Gojo. I would love to draw Gojo. Am I an animator? No, but I wish. Death the Kid from Soul Eater or Black Star. Oh, I do get a lot of requests for Soul Eater as well. I have not personally watched it though. Black Star, I'm not too familiar with. It's even getting an anime series. That's amazing. I love it when mangas get adapted into animes. Animes, I don't think that's the word. Anime. But it's always really exciting because that just shows how good of a story it is, and also probably like how loyal of a fan base there is for that particular manga. So if it's getting an anime series, that means it's good. I'll have to watch it. Okay. So I guess we can move on to her shirt down here. I wouldn't say this is a shirt. What is this? What do you call this part of her clothes? It's not a uniform. I don't know what the proper term for her shirt is. Or her clothes. Okay, so just taking a look here. I think I'm gonna erase my guidelines that I have on her face too before I move forward. I think I might do that. Let me get my eraser out. I don't really like working with kneaded erasers because I feel like they get kind of sticky, but I also like them because they don't leave behind any like eraser residue, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna, yeah, I like that. I like with kneaded erasers, I don't have to worry about cleaning up all the little eraser pieces. You probably can't even see. Oh no, it looks like you can. I think you can see these guidelines. But anyways, I'm trying to erase it because obviously I don't want them to be visible in the final sketch that I'm gonna take a picture of it. You finally finished your exam. Awesome, Bucket Crusher. You did great. That was pretty quick, right? I haven't been online for that long, so you are a quick test taker because I'm not. I'm like the slowest test taker. It takes me forever. I was always like the last one to finish my exams, and I would always get so much anxiety seeing everybody else get up and turn theirs in. So that's crazy. But I'm assuming, well, I shouldn't assume, but I wonder if you're taking like an online class. You can have the live play on in the background while you use Google Translate. What class was it for? What language? Finally an artist. How are you? Ooh-chan. How's everybody doing? It's cute. That's great. You never saw this. Okay, anyways, what I'm doing right now is I'm erasing my my guidelines. I don't think it's very visible on the YouTube stream. Maybe it is. I might have to go in again with a heavier hand. It's just I don't want to go in too much with my hand right now. I get really angry when I accidentally erase my lines. So I'm trying really hard not to. It's a Filipino history class that all students in this country take. It's very easy. Wow. There were just some big words that you didn't understand. Oh, okay. I thought it was like I thought it was for like a specific language class. That's really cool though. I don't know why I was never really into history class growing up. Now though, if I were to take a history class, I think I would find it very intriguing. Yes, you should watch Frieren. You should definitely watch Frieren. I definitely think it's gonna be one of the biggest animes. I definitely think it's gonna be one of the bigger animes this season. Obviously, Jujutsu Kaisen is obviously everybody's talking about it. But for the first season of Frieren, I do think the turnout was pretty good for how many people were watching it. I was not expecting that many people to watch it. That's okay. Frieden's a pretty hard name to spell if you're not familiar with the name already. I mean, Frieren is a pretty interesting name already, so. Okay. I think I'm done erasing the guidelines for now. I'll probably have to go back in again because it's not fully cleaned up, but for now I think it's pretty good. You heard that art history majors just write 10 essays every week as much as you love history. Yeah, 10 essays a week is insane. I did take a couple art history classes as well. And I did enjoy art history, but yeah, I think I do recall having to write pretty extensive essays, and honestly I don't even remember what the essays were about. Like, I know it was obviously about art, but I don't remember anything I wrote in those classes. I think for one of my art history classes as well, the final exam was also like an essay. And you know what she had us do? I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty easy. What is CPK? Forgive me for not knowing what the abbreviation for that is, but what is that? But yeah, my art history teacher in that class, what she made us do was don't get me wrong, I appreciated that she made us do this. It was just very tedious, but because I ended up acing the class. But what she made us do was she made us prep for our art history essay for the exam, and she made us do it. She made us rewrite it like 4 or 5 times, and she made us turn it into her every single time. And I guess what the main reason why she made us do that was so that we would memorize it, and so that we would be able to go into class the day of the exam and just from our memorization be able to write it and turn it into her. I guess that was kind of her way of, I guess, making it so that everybody would pass easily. But in my head, I was thinking, why can't you just kind of set it up as like we write it ahead of time for you, and then we turn it in like the day of the exam. That way we don't all have to show up to class just to write this essay that we already have memorized anyway. Why are we doing that just to turn it into you when we could have literally just wrote it ahead of time and saved all of that time? Thanks for following. Nice. Frieren. Can I make your profile picture into a drawing? Eventually I want to do that. Eventually I want to be able to make streams available where I just take requests to draw profile pictures. That sounds like an awesome thing to do. They will most likely be in my chibi art style that I've been doing digitally though. So one day I would like to take requests for that. I'm just trying to practice so I can get faster at doing it. That is a good way to prepare, but my goodness, that would be tiring. Yes, 100% I agree. I hated it though. But at the end of the day, I can't complain because I think most of the students that were taking that class ended up passing. So, but yes, it was annoying. And it also reminds me of another, and it's funny because it was also a history class. But another one of my classes many years ago, it was also the same thing. Like, my history teacher. Wait, there's a guy on here that draws the requested characters as sea bass. Really? Who is it? That's cool. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, one of my history teachers, he made us, again, same thing, like memorize a bunch of vocab words or something, and he would literally just make us like rewrite every single vocab word and its meaning multiple times. I don't even remember, but he made us do that a couple times during the week to prep for like the test, which I get it. Okay, it's great for memorization to keep like the whole thing about repetition. But oh my gosh, it was so annoying having to rewrite everything over and over again. But I mean, I guess that's one of the best ways to memorize. So, and right now I'm trying to learn Japanese. I'm trying to learn the different characters. So I'm trying to learn hiragana right now. And I don't know, usually I'm pretty good at memorizing things, but MK sketch, it's looking pretty. Do I like concept art? I used to want to become a concept artist for video games. You're trying to learn it too. That's amazing. We should do it together. Do I watch Demon Slayer? I do. You know what I've been debating? I would like to just stream learning Japanese. And I kind of feel like that's not something that a lot of people would watch, but I would like to just sit down one day and just like get like my flashcards out or something in a notebook and just practice not drawing, oh my gosh, writing like hiragana and like practicing. Nice art, thank you. This is Frieren. Do you know who she is? Do I have an original character? I do. I have a VTuber character. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. Also calligraphy I would like to do. I would like to learn calligraphy, like get better at calligraphy and write Japanese characters, like really nice and pretty. Because I've been to a couple like temples in Japan, and they write really pretty calligraphy there. Whenever they have the staff for it, they'll write in like these books that you can bring them a book, and then they'll write the calligraphy for that specific temple or shrine. I always forget. I think it's shrine. I don't know why I always get confused between temple and shrine. I think it's shrine, not temple. You're outside of campus buying fried banana. Fried banana sounds great. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. You know characters for A, I, U, E, O, and Te. Yes, those. Me too. Well, Te. No, yeah, I know Te. Those are the very basic ones. But even then, sometimes I forget. I get U mixed up with I think. I don't know why. It's like the most basic thing, but yeah, I don't know. I used to be really good at memorizing stuff, but now that I'm trying to learn like hiragana, I have learned to recognize like how bad I am or how bad my memorization skills have gotten. Your name is Muskan. Nice. You're also doing sketches. Awesome. Who are you drawing? Japanese calligraphy soon, maybe. Your drawing process is relaxing. Thank you. I'm glad. You know characters for A, I, U, E, O, and Te on hiragana. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I used to be so good at memorization. I really need to practice more or like get used to it again. So I'm gonna make like a bunch of flashcards, and I'm also gonna start learning the characters for katakana. Thank you for following, Domo. How long did it take you to get this good? That's a huge compliment. Thank you. Most of the time, just so you know, most of the time I don't know what I'm doing, so I appreciate the compliment though. I've been drawing for multiple years. I think it's definitely been, I can confirm that it's been longer than 10 years. But anybody could draw like this. It just takes picking up your pencil one day and deciding to do it, and then just staying committed to it and practicing. Thank you for following. I appreciate it. Goals. Thank you, Mer. But yeah, I would love to learn Japanese calligraphy once I actually learn hiragana and katakana, that is, because I cannot. Like, I want to be able to read and write, but I don't know why. I'm just so bad at memorizing, and I've been trying to learn. I tell myself I've been trying to learn hiragana for like months now, and I just don't stick to my my goals, which is really bad because we're in the new year. And I told myself that I was gonna spend more time, or that I was gonna finally like master memorizing hiragana and katakana by now, which has not happened. So it's easier than it is. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Potatoes. You gotta love potato. I do love potatoes. It for sure is easier than it seems, I'm sure. Because I mean, come on, kids learn it at a very young age. So if kids can do it, and if they can master it pretty quickly and easy, there's no reason for an adult not to be able to do it. It's just a matter of I think not being lazy to sit down and do it. I've also been learning on like Duolingo, so. But Duolingo has this new like annoying feature now, like on the free version. That is if you don't want to pay for it, which I can understand why most people would not want to pay for Duolingo. Like, come on. But for the free version of the Duolingo app, they added like a feature where it makes it more difficult for you to actually be able to progress and like use the app on the free version without having to pay for it. So now they have like this weird battery thing that like if you run out of battery, you have to wait a certain amount of hours for it to be full again before you can start learning on Duolingo again. So yeah, it's really annoying because I used to be able to go in whenever I want, and as long as I had enough hearts, which is what it was before they changed it to the whole battery thing. So now it used to be if you got a question wrong or whatever in Duolingo, they would get rid of one of your hearts, and then you could still keep going as long as you didn't get them wrong. But now they changed it to every question I answer, regardless if you get it wrong or right, they take like a battery life away or whatever. Your fried batter covered fan-shaped bananas are still fresh and hot. That sounds so good. I love bananas. I used to hate bananas, by the way. Yeah, it's like a weird battery thing now, so it makes it very, very hard for like people that don't want to pay to learn a language. And it's kind of ironic, I think, because like isn't Duolingo supposed to be encouraging people to learn a language? And now they're trying to make you like they're trying to find like a loophole to make you pay for it. Kids learn it because they are because they live there. What about us? That's true. We don't live in Japan. It's kind of hard. Wow. Thank you. W drawing. Thank you. Yay. Yeah, it's really hard to immerse yourself in a language when you are not living in the country where it is the not dominant language, but the main language. So that's one downside, but I mean there are still people who become fluent in a language even though they don't live in the country where it is mainly spoken. I think it's just a matter of and this is really bad because I am not taking my own advice and I'm out here trying to give advice, but there are still ways to learn a language even though you're not living there and speaking it, living in that country. But I think it also depends on like you have to make time for it, and not everybody has the time to learn another language that's not the main language spoken in their home country. So but there's a way. It's just it requires a lot of, I think, dedication and putting time into it, which is hard for people who work full-time jobs and have lives. Social lives. I mean, I don't have much of a social life, but you know, still trying to, you know, make art. I make a lot of excuses for myself though because I do spend a lot of my time drawing. Language learning talk right now is so real. You have almost hardest language, but Japanese is next level. I wonder what the hardest languages are out there. Blazing, thanks for following. You make the most progress whenever you're surrounded by people who speak the language. Yeah, I agree. It's always better to surround yourself with people who speak the language, and that will also hold you responsible for speaking on that language as well. Because it can be very easy to interact with people, or it's easier to interact with people that speak your native language. Hi, Shiro. Am I drawing Frieren? Yes, I'm drawing Frieren. Have you had a chance to watch the new season? Hello. No what? What else was I gonna say? Yeah, it's harder, and then when you get like tired, I mean, even if you are surrounded around, because what I've heard too is like people who do live in Japan and are trying to learn Japanese, the hard thing too is your drawing is so beautiful. Thank you. Friren's face is adorable in this artwork. Thank you. Another really difficult thing about language learning in another country, at least from what I've heard from other social media, like in content creators that live in Japan, a lot of people will say like, given how many foreigners live out there right now, I think it's a lot easier to find friends out there that speak your native language. So you end up just surrounding yourself with people who speak your native language rather than surrounding yourself with people who speak actual like Japanese. And that's hard because I get it. It's also hard to probably like as adults too. I think it's harder to make friends in general because you're not constantly surrounded by like classmates like when you're in school or college. So such a beautiful picture. You love it. Thank you. What other languages do I speak? Other than English, I do speak Spanish. Although my Spanish is crap. It's really, really bad. I'm conversational, but my grammar is horrible. Um, my my understanding between feminine words and masculine words is also complete poop. Like it really sucks. Like yeah, I'm conversational and I can read and I can write fairly well, but my grammar is just ooh, don't ask me about grammar. I can't tell you anything about speaking correct grammar in Japanese. You speak Serbian, Croatian, Bosnia, and you can understand a little bit of Russian. That's amazing. Polyglot, I believe, is what you call people who can speak that much. Who's your favorite person in Demon Slayer if you watch it? My favorite person is Rengoku. Rengoku-san, and also um Muichiro. I had to think. I forgot his name for a second. Muichiro. I'm trying to learn Japanese. I can't say that I'm doing a very good job though. But I do really appreciate Japanese culture and I like Japanese culture. It's just it's funny and it's quite embarrassing. I I've I've enjoyed Japanese culture since I've been like 14. And I've been wanting to learn Japanese since that age, but for some reason I just never picked it up. I never like really sat down and learned the language, which is really biting me in the butt now because like I need it now. Like my partner is Japanese, so it would make sense to be able to speak Japanese. But yeah. So 100 dialects in the Philippines. There's 100 dialects in well, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of many dialects in various countries. So it's amazing like how many dialects actually exist, but sometimes I'm just so amazed at like how many, like over 100 is crazy. Japanese is beautiful. Yes, it is. No, your grammar is great. Grammar, I guess we can all agree is probably the hardest thing to learn about a language, I think. I think at least. Lock in and read Japanese fan fiction. That one girl who learned Mandarin through fan fiction. Who learned Mandarin through fan fiction? That's crazy. That's amazing though. I also really respect people who are like, oh, I'm gonna learn, like for that exact reason. Like that person's like, oh, I'm gonna learn Mandarin so I can read fan fiction. That reminds me of like people that are like, oh, I'm gonna learn Japanese so I can understand anime when I'm watching it. Like that's a fully understandable, and like I appreciate the effort for just that alone. How long have I been drawing for? Well, I started working on this drawing about sorry, I'm neglecting the YouTube chat. Hold on. Hello everybody. Yidi, hello. Winder, hello, Winder, how are you? You've always got hate from your heart. Wait, what do you mean? Hi Yudi, how are you? Oh, you do art as well. I'm sure your art is great. You learning hiragana or katakana or kanji? Oh, definitely not kanji. I can't even. I'm not even close to learning kanji. I can barely differentiate hiragana right now. I'm glad that you have that much faith in me though. Yeah, no, I'm still on hiragana. So, yeah, nowhere near learning kanji, but I would like to. Shiro, thank you for following. Why did I decide to draw Frieren? because I did a poll on my Instagram account and a lot of people voted for me to draw Frieren. Speaking of which, I need to take a picture so I can upload it onto my socials later. What's after Frieren? It will probably be either another character from Frieren or maybe another Jujutsu Kaisen character. YouTube chatters, hello from TikTok. Thank you for acknowledging the YouTube chat. It's kind of hard to keep up with two different chats, especially when I can't really read the chat on one of mine. You voted for Maki. Yeah, it seems it's a little late to be drawing Maki though. She was trending a couple. It was definitely not last week, but the week before, so 2 weeks ago. Thank you for following, Victor. Yeah, I forgot what we were talking about. Let's see what we're gonna fill in. I'm almost done, actually, surprisingly. Tutran, thank you for following. You are late? Sorry. No, you are just right on time, Winter. Thanks for joining the stream. We're just chilling here. We still got a little bit to go before we're done with the sketching for this. Yeah. But I did a poll on Instagram to figure out who I was going to draw next. I was originally planning on drawing Kashimo from JJK. He just came out in the most recent episode. It's gonna be another episode soon. I'm curious to see who's gonna come out next. I'm assuming we're gonna. A lot of people were predicting that Kashimo and Hakari were gonna fight in the next episode. I don't know if that's gonna happen. It has not been confirmed or denied, but I mean, manga readers probably know that. Hi, how are you? Vortex, hello. Yes, please give us a quote of the day. You're not late. I will be live for another 2 hours. Well, maybe not stretch it that far. The path to greatness is not a fast run, but the courage to keep walking when you aren't tired. We'll love that. That is a great quote. I appreciate that. That is very relatable for me right now because I am very, very slow when it comes to drawing. So I appreciate that very much. All right. So, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, so for the next episode of JJK, for any manga readers, or if there's any manga readers in here, please let us know what's gonna happen. No, I'm kidding. No spoilers, but I would love to know what's gonna happen in the next episode, so I can kind of predict if I can draw that character or not. I want to know. But anyways, in the poll, I believe it was, we had put, it was Maki, Yuji, Kashimo, or Frieren, I think was in the poll, if I remember correctly. I think I'm gonna keep that white. Yeah. What pencil you use? Like, is it a B2 or B10? This is HB. I don't know if you can read that. Yes, you can. Majority of this, of the shading that I've been doing is HB. For these like really dark bits though, it's a 4B. 4B. I don't think you can read that. It's probably really small, but it is a 4B. I typically only use HB and 4B for my shadows. I'm very simple when it comes to my sketches and my shading. I do not like having a bunch of different like pencils, like 6B, 8B. I don't care for that. You're gonna have to go now, Bucket Crusher. Thank you for sticking around. I appreciate you always being here. See beyond the live streams. Yes. And please check out the Choso either the live or the time-lapse video that I'm going to be posting on the YouTube, or the photo post that I'll post here on TikTok and probably Instagram. Draw Gojo. I'm actually getting a lot of requests for Gojo, surprisingly. Well, I shouldn't be surprised because he is like one of the most popular characters from JJK. It's sad that we're not seeing him in this season, though. As we all know what happened to him right now, or currently what's going on with him right now. For everybody that's caught up. But yes, it would have been nice to see some more of Gojo again, since technically we have not seen any of Gojo since, what is it, half of the last season. I don't know who that character is. Yes, we are watching JJK season 3. Shout out. I'm sure most of us are, right? I hope everybody is. It's been pretty good. Culling game arc is pretty interesting. It's been interesting and fun. I don't fully understand the rules of the Culling game, or the Culling game arc. It seemed pretty complicated, but in general, I think Jujutsu Kaisen is complicated in general. Can I draw Rumi? Rumi from what? What anime? Well. How are you? Hikaru, how are you? Oh, wow. Thank you. I would like to draw Maki, but I think it's a little bit too late for me to draw her. Kyojiro Rengoku Flame Hashira, I love that. Kamacho. Alright, so we are gonna go into here, the button again. Do you know how to use multicolored pen? Yeah, I mean, I think so. Depending on which kind of pen you're referring to. Like pens, as far as pens go, I can use, like, thank you for following, Lynn. Acrylic markers. I know how to use acrylic markers. I know how to use alcohol markers. Like just gel pens too. Yes. Regine, thank you for following. Yeah. For this piece though, I'm gonna be using acrylic markers. I'm gonna paint a plan for this drawing is that I'm gonna paint a flower shape on top. For my Akaza and Hakuji drawing that I did not too long ago, I also I did a snowflake, so I'm thinking of doing something similar, like a shape. So since she has a flower crown, I'm thinking of going on top, making a silhouette of a flower instead of a snowflake like I did for Akaza and Hakuji. Like using for coloring the drawing, the ball pen, or it has 10 or 12 colors. Oh, you know what? No, I have not tried that, but I've seen a lot of artists do it, and it looks very, very cool. The results are always very, very cool. I would. I just feel like I might not have enough patience for it, because when I see people doing like the ballpoint pens, it's usually people doing like cross-hatching kind of shading, which I appreciate. This is amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it, Mello. Hello. What was I saying? Ballpoint pens, yeah, I don't know, they scare me for that reason, because I don't know if I have enough patience to be doing like cross-hatching kind of like rendering. This is fire. Thank you, hon. They mostly take like 6 to 10 hours using it. Yeah. And then also I feel like when using a ballpoint pen compared to like just like a colored pencil or like acrylic markers, like I mentioned before, I feel like you end up using a lot of the ink more when you're trying to render a drawing with just a ballpoint pen, because the pens are so thin. I wish they would make more ballpoint pens and like different sizes like they do with like drawing pens. Like there's 0.5 millimeter, there's 0.3 millimeter, 1.1 millimeters. I think I wish we had like thicker versions of standard ballpoint pens in different colors. But yeah, I would like to try it one day. It's just I feel like I would take double or triple the time that it already takes me to render a drawing, which is saying a lot because it already takes me multiple hours. Like if it takes 6 to 10 hours for an artist to use a ballpoint pen to render, it's like that it alone takes me about 6 to 10 hours just to render a regular drawing without a ballpoint pen and just like regular markers. Like if you need to know how long it takes me to even do a sketch, like I feel like most people it would take maybe 30 minutes to an hour. For me it takes at least like probably 2 hours to do a sketch or longer. Your friends here on TikTok already use 30 or more multicolor pen and it's like 50 pesos in your country. That's sounds like a lot. I mean, like doing the exact conversion rate, I don't know what that is in comparison to $1, but it seems like it's a lot. But I'm sure it's very, very satisfying, and I'm sure the payoff is great at the end. Like once you're done using the ballpoint pen, I'm sure like once all the hard work is done and the piece is finished, it probably looks amazing. Which props to all those artists that can do that. I don't think I have the patience for it. If I'm being honest. 50 pesos you think is $1? Oh, okay. Wow. But I feel like in general too, like art supplies are pretty expensive though. I feel like wherever you go. Like I used to use a lot of Prismacolor colored pencils, and as much as I love those pencils, they tend to break so easily because they are a soft core pencil, and I like to sharpen them a lot. I like to keep them really, really sharp, and it doesn't help because this core is so soft. I end up like chipping it, not chipping it, but like it'll break because my hand pressure is very, very hard or strong. Grink, thanks for following. Axeman, thanks for following. Yeah. So my Prismacolor colored pencils, I break them very, very easily, and then I tend to have to buy them a lot because I break them so easily. And each one costs about like, I think $3 or something. $2.99, yeah, I think like $3. And it's also hard to find Prismacolors, like individual ones. I used to always like purchase them in a like I purchased them in a set, and yeah, it's just kind of hard to purchase them individually on it, if I'm being completely honest. Briggity, thanks for following. Hima would have loved this drawing. Don't make me cry. Every time I think about him, it makes me want to cry. But yes, he would love this drawing. I kind of want to draw him with a flower crown too, but also the thing is I don't want to draw another character with a flower crown because I discovered I do not like drawing flowers. I'm gonna check if I can put in any other finishing touches or if I can clean anything up, and then I should be getting offline soon because it's getting late for me. Hima would have posed so you wouldn't cry. That's amazing. I love that. You see artists using Prismacolors and it's so beautiful. It blends perfectly. Yeah, I do think Oh, I forgot I need shading in here. I do think Prismacolors are the best kind of color pencil because of the softcore, for that exact reason. They just blend so wonderfully for that reason. I honestly think that, yeah, they're probably like the best marker on the market for that reason. You think Frieren is still young in Elle's age? Probably, but I mean, so if I think Frieren's, I'm sure it's been mentioned in the anime and in the manga already, but I just don't remember. So I'm assuming, based on my horrible memory, that she's about like 1,000 years old or older. And I think that's probably still considered young. Like, I wonder, they probably live like over 3,000 years old or something. Or maybe that's pushing it. Maybe that's just me being dumb and like making it up. But that's, I would think so. That's what I'm assuming. I don't really know. She's 1,000 years old in humans, but in elves she's like a child. Okay, so yeah, about right. Not too far off from my guess. I'm trying to see if I'm missing any other spot here. I know it looks like my hand's not moving, so sorry about that. I'm just trying to figure out where. I do love that she has such soft facial features though. Have I ever seen her cry? Yeah, I believe, to anybody who's watched the first season, I think yes. I think we've all seen her cry. I'm pretty sure I remember seeing her cry, and it made me sad because it's very rare for us to see her cry, but because like she's a tough girl, you know. She doesn't let a lot of things get to her, given how old she is in human years. So that I mean, she's lived through a war, like wars. She's seen people she loves die. So the second season is so cute. So far it is. Yeah, I kind of like, I skimmed through a couple episodes to try and find a reference, and I just ended up settling for the opening because it's very, very cute. But yeah, so far it's very, very like cute and chill and relaxing, which is what I enjoy. That's what I signed up for when I decided to watch Frieren. So I appreciate it. I appreciate the simplicity and the cuteness of it. Especially Frieren and Stark. Yes, I want them to be together. I think they're perfect together. I hope they end up together. Anyways, I think I'm gonna call it a night because I don't see anywhere else for me to draw or to fill in. This drawing is pretty simple. I'm gonna go ahead and pick a kind of like flower design to go on top of this. I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna let it dry, and then I'll be coloring this on stream at some point this week. What time is it there? It's 1 a.m. Almost 1:30. It's about to be 1:30 actually. 1:30 in the morning. Who knows? I might start going live during the morning, so yeah, I'll probably try to be live tomorrow morning. So we'll see how that goes. Pretty. Thank you. Can we have a tutorial? I'll try to at some point do tutorials, or I might do, who knows, time lapses. 10 p.m. or something. No, it's a lot later. I wish it was still 10 p.m. though. I wish it was still 10 p.m. because then I'd have time to do other things. But it's okay. There's always tomorrow. Okay, so I think I pretty much am done. I don't think I missed any area for her shadows. And then I'm gonna paint this off stream, and then we'll be back to colored in the area where I'm gonna have the shape of the flower. Thank you for following, Misa. Okay, so I think I'm going to sign off for today. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you, all of you. I hate to end the stream with so many of you watching, but we have to. I gotta go to bed. So, thank you to the YouTube stream and thank you to the TikTok stream. I appreciate everybody who tuned in. I will see you hopefully tomorrow with another live. It'll probably be digital drawing. Profile picture kind of icon thing like I did with Choso if you were here for that stream. Thank you, thank you. See you when I see you again. Awesome, Shiro, I appreciate it. Bye bye, everybody. Thanks for joining. I see some of you signing off already. All right, thank you. I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. Thank you, thank you. I'll see you in the next live. Adios. Bye bye. Bye 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 bye. Bye.